Conor Benn and Chris Eubank are set to face each other in the ring for one of the biggest boxing matches in the history of the sport. And today on Business Figures, we're going to cover the story so far. Don't forget to like and subscribe. But to begin, we'll have to go back 30 years to when both their fathers were the stars of boxing. Chris Eubank Sr. and Nigel Benn were two names who were always associated with each other. Although the two boxers are no longer conflicting names, their rivalry in the 1990s were very serious. Both of Caribbean heritage, Eubank had lived in Jamaica while Benn's family was from Barbados, but they were raised in London and both found it difficult to keep on the right path. If you've made it this far and haven't subscribed, what are you doing? Subscribe now. The Dark Destroyer was Benn's title for a reason. Many people admired Benn for his all-action character, knockout strength and desire to engage in combat. However, Eubank was a showman in a different way. He realised that as long as the crowd was paying for the right to do it, it didn't really matter whether they were booing for or against you. His pre-fight antics, his posing on the ring platform, and his somersault over the top rope during his entrance all played a part in the act. He could fight, though, and his unconventional manner made him a tricky opponent to deal with. Benn and Eubank were like magnetic opposites that were drawn to one another. They ultimately clashed on November 18, 1990 with stunning results. Benn and Eubank briefly stood across from one another in their opposing corners just before the opening bell. Each of them waited for his chance to strike a stance while keeping their gaze locked on the other. Then when the bell rang, the pair of them went to war and the fight lived up to the hype that was built around the fight. The fight ended towards the end of the 9th round when Eubank landed a punch straight to Benn's jaw. He managed to get back up, but the fight was finished following the ref's decision as Benn was wobbling. The pair did rematch in Old Trafford in October 1993 in front of 40,000 fans. The fight ended in a draw and it was a more tactical fight with a lot of clinching. Benn said it is personal in their face-to-face as he has to avenge his father's loss. The reason they accepted the fight is because this is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for both of the fighters and it will never happen again in boxing. The money that both of them will receive will also be very high as DAZN have built up this fight amazingly and the tickets are even sold out 3 weeks before the fight. On August 27th, KSI's boxing company teamed up with DAZN and on the live stream there was promotion for Benn vs Eubank's fight, with Chris Eubank even being present himself at the event, which allowed this fight to be opened up to a younger audience who are watching their favourite YouTubers box. There is also the face-to-face that the two fighters had on the 11th of September. A very entertaining video with Eubank trying to get in Benn's head and Benn trying to be serious and unfazed by his antics. If you go on TikTok, you'll even see Eubank eating cakes and desserts heading up to the fight, even though he should be dieting and cutting weight. Many are saying these are mind games to also mess with Benn. Let us know your prediction down below and don't forget to subscribe.